Hey guys, again, in this video I'm going to teach you how to make an extension spring in Autodesk Inventor. As you're watching, are you ready? So let's do it. Today we are going to make an extension spring in Autodesk Inventor with a catalog of the manufacturing industries in the description. In this video I'll leave the link for you to review it later. I'm going to teach you in very simple ways. It's quite easy to do and doesn't require much time. Let's get started. Here's a picture of the spring extensions. Well, it's important to use units of the international system such as the millimeters in this case. We have the values of the diameters and lengths that we are going to use it. We started with the first one is the diameter of the wire. We have the outer diameter. Important to take into account the free length. I not unloaded length. Marine standard leg for your dynamic load. Let's calculate the length of loop is minimum. I will be explaining it later. With this data we will find out of the length of loop is minimal, that is 0.75 by D1. Well, we are positioned on this main page, extension spring. We are located here on normal hook. The radius will make 1/2 of the distances D1 or outside diameter. We will analyze this table with the most relevant values. We are only going to use the diameter of the wire and outside diameter. The lower length will not be used of this time. I forgot to say that the total number of the coils is important to define the appearance of the springs. We have the calculation already done. As can be seen, we have free length, length of the body, loop minimum, outside diameter, mean diameter, loop length is 20.75 millimeters. Our result gave us length of the body is 93.5 millimeters. Let's define the gap. Pay close attention. We will do it right away. Let's get to it. Let's copy this text of the modify. We locate here in the upper left corner. Clearly without moving the image. Now let's modify the description. We modify the main text. I will now explain how the measurement of the gap is to be performed. Now we write that the gap is equal to 0.25 by 20 equal 5. Remember, international system units in millimeters. Now we are going to make the extension spring in the program to be able to explain it much better. So let's go. Select a new part in matrix units. Select now the new 2D sketch geometry drawing. Select the S-way plane, 2D sketch. Okay, select a circle with the dimension of the 3.5 millimeters. We review the catalog table for guidance. We are located on page 74. Outer diameter is 20 millimeters and the radius is 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters. Ready what we're missing? We need to activate the y-axis. Y-axis. Get out with me? So let's do it. We activate the visibility. Ready now? Let's read one our extension spring. Let's do it. Select the code to modify in particular height and revolutions. Then we enter. Then we change the method in revolution and height. Method in revolution and height. Now let's go to table to see the total number of coils. Total numbers of coils is 20. Sorry, I surround is 22 specific. It's important to leave the height of 93.5 millimeters and now height of the free length width is 135 millimeters. This way our spring looks like a compression spring so far. What's missing so far? The right hoops, so let's make them. Select a central or curved plane to make the hook in a new sketch. Pay attention to how I'm going to do it. Select a reference plane of the wire diameter. We start making the hook. Import notice, the height of the line will be 10.75 millimeters. Because it is that size, remember that the minimum length of the hook is 20.75 millimeters. Our loop minimum is equal 20.75 millimeters. We dimension with 10.75 millimeters. And now we are going to assign a curved center point. So that a curved center point. We make a curved center of 10 millimeters. I'm going to do it. And that's about it. Okay, we continue to fix small details of the hook. With the tangent tool, we're going to define our figure. We have not yet completed the gap part. In this case is 5 millimeters, I think so. Is correct. 5 millimeters. We dimension as follows and the rest. We finish the tangents. We were finally left with our fully defined sketch. In order to define to planet well, we must define it very well so that is white in color. We accept the change and leave our sketch. Finally, we up this cross point. We are going to project a plane perpendicular to our cross point in the following way. Select this plane oriented to our cross point or center point. We change the orientations and select this and F7 from slide graphics. Now select the sweep tool to fill the hook line, leaving the same 3.5mm cycle. Select the tool again. Our profile is the circle and axis is hook. Finally, the operations. That's it. Select OK. We modify this part to make the geometry of the project with the construction line. Finally, we make a revolvency. Let's get it done. Use it again to project the geometrics, but first we use the functions slide graphics. We use the line that is central to our wire jammer. In this case, I am not going to use its construction line. We do this as follows. Ready now, we use the revolve tool. Okay, let's continue. Our profile is half of the wire face and our axis line in the center line we just made. Since the change and the first hook is ready, repeat the same operation to make the other extension spring hook. So I'm going to put this part in quit motion. Now we have finally finished our extension spring. Do you know what our mission? It is correct to choose the right material. We will use this material. We select stainless steel. We look it up quickly and that's our compression spring. Extension spring. I am finally going to change the spring impress to make it up a little more realistic. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you find it useful. I invite you give me a big like, subscribe and active the notification bell. Remember that moving to next level is not option, but reality. See you next time.